Hello, hello. Dawn here, your local Lancaster, PA Realtor, coming at you again for the Tuesday 2-minute tip. Today's 2-minute tip, we're going to discuss a little bit about the consumer notice. Now, the consumer notice is paperwork between the real estate agent and the consumer to let them know how they're going to be represented in a transaction. So the 4 things I wanted to go over today with you are the different types of agents that realtors can be. There's a seller agent, which if you're listing your house, you hire a real estate agent to be your seller agent and you're representing the seller in the best way possible. The buyer agent is for buyers. So if you have buyers out there and you're looking for an agent, you want to have a buyer agent on your side because the seller represents the seller agent. Oh wait, reverse that. The seller agent represents the seller and the buyer agent represents the buyer. So you have 2 separate representations for either side. Now the third one is a dual agency. Now a dual agency for a realtor are people who represent both the buyer and the seller. So if a selling agent has a house for sale and somebody calls them about that house and they are not represented by an agent, the seller agent can be the buyer agent as well. So if you're out there and you have your house listed, your agent could also be the agent for the buyer. Now, when you go to list your home and you're looking for an agent, you want to make sure either they do or they don't do dual agency. I do not do dual agency because I have a hard time representing both buyer and seller. So in that case, if I'm representing the seller and somebody comes in and they don't have a buyer agent, I would refer them to somebody else in my brokerage firm. That would be the 4th one, which is a designated agent. So a designated agent is somebody that is designated to be the agent for somebody else. Either I could designate it to somebody in my brokerage firm or the broker could designate their people in the office to be either a buyer agent or a seller agent. So I just wanted to go over that with you all. If you have any questions, just put something in the chat box down there. Get a hold of me over the phone if you want to discuss it more. But I really wanted people to be aware of the 4 types of agency that are on the consumer notice so they know what kind of relationship an agent can have. All right, thanks. Hope that was helpful to everybody. I'll see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.